सरकार को तुरंत इसे रोकना चाहिए। देखिए कितनी बुरी तरह से इसमें वैक्स जमा हुआ है।
Message is very simple. When you are purchasing anything from the market, you just say it. And there are very simple method. What he has done, just by your nail you can do it, you know, and you can see that whether you can peel off this kind of petroleum product from the, you know, any fruit. That's the one method of doing it. And what is saying that, you know, somewhere I think if we are aware, we can do it. Maybe I think government has to do a role, but if they are not doing, then the legal system and this all, you know, but anyway, if nothing is working, at least you should work. That's the point. Everybody has to work together. This is the very best method, but you know, you have to work. Now in 5 clean, or a 5, you know, we used to say the key of WHO, they say keep clean. So again, focusing on whenever you are taking the food at your home, you know, when you are touching or preparing in your home, you know, make yourself clean. So when you are having your clean hand, I think you can decrease the foodborne diseases. Next is, you know, separate the raw and cooked food. You know, in the fridge you see that, you know, it should not be mixed up. So that's again a second key, which WHO says that is going to decrease the contamination and we have the safe food. Third is cook thoroughly, you know, and we had to face this bird flu, and there was that maybe I think we are taking the you know, chicken which is not cooked properly. Similarly, now we have the Ebola virus. So maybe somewhere the Ebola has reached to human being because the people were not taking proper. We have the meat, that one, you know, from the wild animals, chimpanzee and monkey, they were eating in some of the African areas. So leading to, so how it has reached. If the food is cooked properly, the virus and bacteria would definitely going to die. Next is keeping food safe at right temperature. If you want to keep it for some time, maybe 4 hours or 5 hours or maybe 8 hours or bigger time, then keep it at a cool temperature. So the appropriate temperature is most important. Next is you should not reuse as such, but you have to, you know, thoroughly again cook it. And then thawing is also need to be understood that it should not be throw some of the food at the room temperature. One has to see that how you have to use in warm water and cook it again. So temperatures play a role. Next is using safe water. You know, whatever you do, if your utensils and your, you know, things are unclean, when the water is not clean, then whole exercise is useless. So whenever you are using whatever the raw material and water should be clean. That's a, you know, most important part. So these are all important, you know, key messages now that WHO is trying to say that if we can do these all 5, we can decrease significantly. Street food. Yesterday I was in, you know, area of Old Delhi, this Jodhpur area, where the seafood was, street food was liked by most of the people, and I was seeing that all students are on that, you know, Shastri Park area, and they were enjoying, you know, and we don't have any evidence whether this food is safe or not. Maybe taste is more important than the safety. But one has to again educate. In Delhi University we are trying that how we can educate our vendors, how we can improve their health and safety while they are handling the, you know, food to them, to their customers. So vision is to build and maintain adequate food system and infrastructure, which I think the government is doing, but the government is just handling maybe I think 20–30% of the whole thing. The private body has to play a significant role in it, promote research. Then I think ICMR is doing best, but the private again institution has come up with a lot of research on this issue. The legal system strictness is based on each one. if you're finding something wrong, then you report it, then only I think it will work. If you are thinking that the food safety officer will come and inspector will come and do these all jobs, it will not do. So in that case, advocacy of each one play a role. The NGO has to play a role, where they can have a lot of advocacy for safety of food. So multi-sectoral collaboration is required. I'm very happy that, people from the irrigation, the agriculture, and then media and health and also other, people are coming together to make the safe of the food. This is last slide, which I try to add 2C more. So rather than the 5 key, I want to say that you can remember these all things, six C's, okay? And one is the check, check your food, whatever it is. Clean means separate. Keep the, non-veg, veg separate, or which can contaminate the cooked with uncooked food. And the cooking process, should be good. So adequately, the method should be proper. So the cook. And then chill. So 5th C is the chill. Like keep the, food in a low temperature. And the last one is clear. Throwing the food is also very important. It should not be thrown as such, One has to see that disposal of food items should be proper. Otherwise, it will further contaminate and further create problem to the environment and also people. So 6 C's is my message. Check, clean, cleave, cook, chills and clear. So thank you very much for your patience listening.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful presentation. We can have 1 or 2 quick questions.
Yeah. You are asking question on the packaged food?
Yes, on the packaged food, on the raw materials as well. For example, we are buying garam masala and like pepper. It may have those, what do you call it, different adulterants.
Yeah.
We are using different codes for different coloring agents and all, and we are not aware of all these things.
Yeah, I purposefully skipped those 2 slides, and we have a list of methods by which we can do it. It is available. And yesterday we had the workshop on how to check these all adulterant in the food. So we have a method, and your awareness of various food items is also very important. These all guidelines are there. Fortunately, we have now regulation of this food safety and standard, so which give the detailing of each, and also the guideline for microbiological and other chemical composition of the food is also given. So everything is now available.
And so one thing more, being a mother, I just wanted to know, although like it's not given in your presentation, like the food material we buy, apple, grapes and all these things. So all of them, they have pesticides, they have different kind of oxygens, different hormones are being used. Any way to decontaminate them at home?
Yeah.
Because I won't have that sulfuric acid in my kitchen so that I can check it. So very
I think you are going a little, very in that, that we have to decontaminate everything in that manner which lose everything is also not good.
Yes, sir.
There are methods given that you have to wash it properly. Any fruit or item which you are giving to your child, and it should be washed thoroughly, is the best method. Other methods are also available. Depend on how much suspicion you have for contamination of whether it is pesticide or something else. We can, if you have very strong doubt, you can send for analysis. And then, but buying everyday fruits, and then assessing it's become difficult. But if you have a suspicion, definitely you should do it. But thorough washing is very, very important.